break the news to
I told Zach.
That you're
Zach
firing
Attack.
me?
No.
We're
I'll
We're
give my
moving-
2 weeks.
we're moving you 1/8 of an inch up the company flow chart. It's a promotion, baby.
That's one way of looking at it. Jeez.
It comes with a 200% pay raise.
Ooh, from nothing to nothing? I love it.
Yes.
Getting paid the same as the rest of us now.
Wait, you're
Welcome to
getting
it.
paid?
No. He's getting paid more because we put money into this thing that goes into a black hole.
Such an unfathomable amount of money over the last decade.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
I don't even
What
want to know.
What have we done?
I don't know.
Oh, that's lovely.
What, that we've just spent a decade just flushing money down the toilet hoping gold bars pop up?
No, I felt something vaguely weird in my room, and I realized it's the what I thought was an empty beer can,
Ah.
but it's not.
Yeah, I've been noticing as I've been going through the basement here that a lot of these what I thought were empty Coke cans are like 3/4 full.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I'm getting bad at this, man. I used to never leave like mostly undrank Cokes or beers around.
I remember the day you got mad at me. You're like, "This isn't a beer house. You don't leave empty cans or full cans of beer in here."
Just because it ends up smelling like a fucking brewery.
And I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Please be forgiven. I'm young."
We're trying to teach you, make you a responsible member of society.
I appreciate it. Oh, hey, Trent.
Yes.
Did you see what Canon released this week? Granted, they've released a lot in the past 3 weeks, so it's kind of hard to say which
They
one.
have. So what specifically are you talking about?
The C70.
Oh, the cinema camera.
Yeah, they're the C300 had a baby with a Blackmagic Pocket, or the new 4K Pocket.
I saw it, but I'll be honest, I know nothing about it.
I looked at the spec sheet for a couple seconds, and I was like, it appears to be the same sensor family as the new R series.
Okay.
So similar specs to what those can produce, but with video raw, just more what you would get from the Canon cinema line.
Gotcha.
But for something that I might be interested in, I'm finding it really hard to not justify buying a 5DC.
5DC? I only know of the 1DC.
Does Mike know what the 5DC is?
There's the 5DS.
Is it the 5DS is what I'm thinking of?
Well, it's not. That's the 5DS is only does 1080p, but it has a giant sensor. For 30 megapixel or something.
50.
50. Yeah, that's right.
Because I keep seeing because right now is if you want to buy Canon stuff, now is kind of the time because everyone's dumping their EF stuff. I'm part of a handful of Facebook pages for used camera gear, and there's some deals to be found right now for EF stuff.
Well, that's not good if I wanted to upgrade, but I may not.
Upgrade to EF or upgrade to RF?
Either or.
Well, if you want to upgrade to EF stuff, now's time to upgrade to EF stuff because that's what everyone's selling. I saw a 5D Mark III for $850 the other day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't feel as cool that I'm trying to make my 5D Mark III my webcam. Now it's just
wow, my
cool.
my $1,100 webcam is now only an $850 webcam.
Sure looks good though on Zoom.
Oh yeah, it does. My buddy uses his original Blackmagic Pocket as his streaming camera for Twitch. Oh, but the reason why, because I'm getting more into photos, and I keep seeing the 5DS for really cheap, really cheap being $900. But I'm I don't need that.
Pretty stupid cheap.
but I really want that. I assume when the RS or whatever, the R5S, the 90 megapixel mirrorless camera drops, you'll see the 50S or the 5S just plummet.
You're just throwing a bunch of numbers and letters out there.
Well, I'm talking about Canon stuff, so it's all just numbers and letters.
No, the 5DS is when my wife was doing photography more frequently. It was like, all right, we're getting you a 5DS. So, but at that point in time, they were like $3,000. So,
yeah, I saw just a body for $950 about 2 weeks ago.
Send those my way. I don't know if I'll be able to jump on them, but
I sent you that that Sony the FS700 for what, $850 the other day, a couple months ago, and you were like,
yeah, but it was like it needed work. It wasn't like
it was fine.
No, there was something up with it. Like
the only thing he said was it would sometime hang between switching between regular and slow-mo, and a reset roll that fixed it.
There was something else, but it was like it didn't have a battery or something, or didn't have a charger, or I remember once I was all in, I was like,
boo-hoo.
I remember once I was all in, it wasn't that great of a deal.
Did you message the same guy I was talking to?
No, I just saw the listing you sent, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
well, that's not as good as you made it out to be.
I think it came with everything it needed. It came with 2 batteries, but it uses just the fucking Sony NPF whatever batteries, which you can buy them. I have 90 of them in my room for my lights.
Well, I have none of them, so
I would sell you some of mine for like $5 a piece, because I buy them from NPS for like $2 a piece.
Well, cool for something that is no longer available. And
I'm still at you though.
It's like one of those things that you know, it's like, oh, the car's solid. You just have to put it together. I mean, it's like all the parts are there. I just remember that feeling when I saw the listing. I was like, oh, well, that's not all it's cracked up to be.
I didn't feel that way. I felt like it was more of like the car is solid, but the battery is starting to go out. Because I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, a battery, that's a $100 fix, and I'm buying a $5,000 car. Like, that's fine.
Look, I don't want a project, Zach. I have too many projects.
Well, you're not finishing any of them.
Exactly. So why would I tack on another one? I learned from my mistakes.
I guess that's fair. I should stop being so hard on Trent.
Yeah, stop picking on me.
Well, you're always picking on me. I learned from you.
I taught you well then.
Wow. Well, we ready to get this thing going?
Well,
no.
You'll never hurt me as bad as Mike calling me illiterate.
Illiterate?
Illiterate, yep. Illiterate. It was just like such a random fucking thing that you said, Mike, and I was like, wow, okay.
Just hit you with illiteracy.
Oh, hey, speaking of, can I speak about one last random ass thing before we start this bullshit?
Hold on, let me fire off one more insult. I would have hit you with a book, but you wouldn't have any idea what the hell it was.
Oh.
Okay, go. So, apparently there's more Simpsons episodes that I haven't actually seen. And so every time I see a meme where I'm like, I don't remember this episode. I've been watching it this week because Bort posting has been going absolutely bad shit crazy over
with the tube.
The tube.
Over in the tube.
Over in the tube. It's the moment where the tube comes off of the slide. I laugh my ass off just because the memes.
Yeah. You gotta give me my floor back. My customers are walking around in tubes.
I gotta get them walking around. They're all in fucking tubes. And they're clearly just squares with more. Oh, that's so great.
Yep.
Ladies in a tube.
All right. So don't mention it here, Mike.
What?
But did you mention to Zach the potential new name? The working title.
The working title and also the thing it was for like 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So he knows.
If the working title is the one that I think it is, I'm all on board for that. I think most of our audience might not get it, but I love it.
I mean, I expect
If
them.
anybody's listened to this before, they would get it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
Newcomers. That's a weird name for a podcast. I love it.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
silence from
Let's
you
get
guys,
this
okay?
thing started.
All right, let me start the timer.
Oh.
Do you not want me to start the timer?
No, you do. I'm just being dumb.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 284 of the CAMcast. The podcast that is apparently starting to the shock and dismay of its other hosts. God.
I just heard a loud bang from upstairs.
Well,
it was not followed by a cry, so that is good news. But
we're good. We're good. I am Mike, dear leader, doc taste, leader of men, herder of cats. And I am joined, as always, by the one, the only, the good Colonel Eddie Dean himself, the chairman of the boards, Zach Lords. There it is. There's that youthful exuberance we were hoping to get.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Zach L. Here for another great CAMcast.
There it is. And he's hearing loud bangs from upstairs, but nobody's crying, so it's A-OK. It is the shadowy billionaire himself, Trent from Sandy, Trent Bray.
First of all, ahoy hoy. Second of all, where's the energy tonight?
You didn't bring the energy. I'm here. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm ready
to do this.
Woo!
Energy, yeah.
I hope all my roommates hate me for screaming.
Well, fuck your roommates. Who cares?
I don't. Yeah.
You're on to bigger and better things.
We're on to bigger and better things.
Or
It's the
whatever.
place I live.
Okay, I'm like the shy, introverted, reserved guy, and I'm like, let's bring it up a little bit. All right.
let's-
We're
Do
at a
this.
2. I want us at a 4.
God. Follow us on all the social medias. We're at CamAutomag on all of them.
And back energy all the way back down.
Hey.
Thanks,
I'm sorry. It's 7:30. I've had a long day.
Mike, do you need a hug?
I'm really regretting not going to the store and getting a Red Bull or something.
I will come over to your house and give you a hug.
I don't want
And,
to
and
hug.
I will take this show on the road. I will hotspot my computer to my laptop and I'll bring it to your house.
I mean, that's very sweet of you, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for caffeine or meth or whatever.
I can only bring you one of those. And
All
it's
right,
not-
just make sure it's fruit flavored,
you get
made
fruit
with the
flavored
cherry
milk.
cough syrup.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, podcast available wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google, whatever, Spotify, and I recently hit the button for Amazon. So we're there, baby. Haven't actually checked to see if we are indeed there, but I turned it on in Libsyn, so technically we're there.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yep. Let's see. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Any dollar amount is appreciated, but $5 gets you into the shenanigans super secret Facebook shit posting group. Gets you bonus content, podcasts a day early, and all sorts of other fun stuff. Patreon.com/CamAutomag. We killed the store. Well, you guys killed the store. We just threw it in a hastily dug hole in the ground. We may dig it up later, but so no more swag. Sorry,
Well,
you missed it.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. Yes, we'll get into me just calling you our dear sweet listeners, patrons, friends, shitheel morons for not buying the stuff you said you would buy.
I feel like we should need to sing the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" because
We're
we
not-
didn't start this fire.
No, we didn't.
You started the fire.
And I'm stomping it out.
Hey, we tried to fight it.
Yep. Let's see. We're still doing the Twitch Thursday thing. We're gonna try Rocket League again. Didn't quite work out this last time around. So I'm gonna try it again. Thursday, twitch.tv/CamAutoMike. If you know, you know. But otherwise, just tune in, watch 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Hawaiian. There it is. Zach's got it figured out.
I'm here for him.
I just need to hang up a sheet or something behind me so I can get cool backgrounds, or so you can stop seeing all the random shit in my basement.
I did kind of like how like we hyped up like behind the walls is like this magical, mysterious place, and all of a sudden you're just like podcasting from back there.
Well, I mean, so hold on. There is a whole bunch of interesting stuff.
You're breaking the illusion
over yonder that like
the illusion's broken.
We need to actually like do a video and dig in there because there is some very interesting stuff from my past and Cam's past floating around over there. So that's the illusion. This is like the warehouse at the end of Raiders. All right. May look unimpressive, but there's some very serious stuff in here. We've got.
I will tell you something that is impressive, and that is AJ in the chat right now. He's just bringing the fire.
I mean, you could have just stopped at AJ.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. But whatever. It's okay. It's okay, AJ. We're broke. We're so broke that we can't support ourselves.
There's so much to read here.
I know. Where we have our own thing via chat. What do you mean our own thing?
Whoa. Are you talking about that thing that we did that one time that we weren't going to talk about, AJ? Because now you're talking about it.
All right.
Also, what the fuck is this? Zach get turned into a YouTube gamer?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been keeping up with the chat. I've been trying to read stuff and things. I'm sure people had birthdays. I don't know who they are. I'm not bothering looking it up anymore.
Birthdays happened.
People were born. They celebrated yet another year.
Another neat year.
Another year on this.
Or another yeet year.
Yeah, another yeet year. Another year on this lonely planet orbiting a cold and different sun. But I do want to say big shout out to our illegitimate Vietnamese child Kit. He is leaving for Arizona.
What?
Got to give him a hug at the 2-day.
Like permanently leaving?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like moving.
He's been deported.
To Arizona.
Might as well be another fucking country.
Yeah.
Might as well shot him to a different planet, Arizona.
What did you call Arizona? The land of topaz or some shit like that?
No, New Mexico is taupe purgatory.
Oh, okay. New Mexico is, yes.
I should really stop slandering some of these states because we are trying to get guests from who live in these states and rep them very proudly. So,
well, I like the idea that you keep slandering it, and then it's just like a shit show, and people come on here, and I was like, "You said this about that." You can't see my hands, but I'm like shaking my finger.
Yeah, come on the show, Officer Dan. Defend New Mexico. God, your biggest tourist attraction is a house that people throw pizzas on.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Yeah, from Breaking Bad. The Breaking Bad house is in Albuquerque.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so people drive by and throw pizzas on the roof. It's fucking wild.
Andrew Jolly's heading there. Whether that's Arizona or New Mexico, I'm not sure.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna die.
I heard about this. Andrew, you're like one of my closest friends, and you haven't even told me about this. I'm learning about it here?
I don't know if he's moving there. It just says, hey, that's where I'm headed.
Arizona is a small, sad casino, a Marine air base, and dirt, says AJ. Damn.
And
we are just fucking up the desert Southwest right now.
Well, fuck Texas, too. I'll throw that fire right now.
Hey, man. Fuck them all.
Let's go through all the states and just
Alabama?
insult them all.
Yeah, not for me. Kentucky? Sure, fuck it. I don't know.
Who knows? Whatever.
Boston? Yeah, those are some assholes. I don't know anymore.
I liked how we started off with states and then you hit a city and then you said, I don't know anymore. You're really playing to type.
I'm just gonna stop talking for a minute.
Yeah, Dade County, Florida. What's up with that?
Yeah, fuck Midvale.
Eat shit, tri-state area.
While we're at it, what's up with 7200 South? Am I right? Oh man.
Andrew is apparently not moving. So
Okay.
there you go.
Oh, he's not moving. He's just also getting drunk and being belligerent.
Okay. I
like
thought he
AJ.
was.
So
There it is.
Hey.
E.
Scared me there, Andrew.
I'll be joining you shortly with my Coke Zero.
All of my beers downstairs except the one that smells weird.
That's great. I am drinking a hazy hopnosh from Uinta Brewery.
How is it?
It's delightful. I got some of these and some of the blueberry half, which is also delightful.
Those are good.
Yep. AJ's just rifling off stuff that's in Texas, and I mean, dirt lizard cactus, dirt lizard cactus, dirt lizard cactus, the Bush family, dirt lizard cactus.
There's a saying in Texas. I don't know. It might be. Was it? What's the meme?
I don't know.
It's an old saying in Texas. It might be in Kansas, but it's in Texas for sure. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Am I just being stupid? Wait, you don't know about this? Hold on. Can I derail this, please?
Oh,
We're already off. You look it up. I just want to say shout out to a few more people at the 2-day, just because, you know. Shout out to the Scoundrels. They gave me a burger and some Mike's Hard Mango, which was delightful. Shout out to Austin and Madison. Saw them. Always good seeing old friends.
Oh man, AJ and I are just having a thing in the chat.
You really are. How about you?
My state of the union, or state, my state.
Oh God! You said meme, and I'm like,
Where our best and brightest.
Hold on.
You're working hard to put food on your family. Told me once.
Oh, there.
Women all across.
So next one.
There's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. That says, "Fool me once."
you can't get fooled twice.
Shame on you.
Yep. Oh man, remember how he was?
Fool can't get fooled again.
AJ has a great fucking point.
Touchdown!
Where is it?
I mean, it was already a touchdown. He's going for 2 at this one.
If he's going for 2, he nailed the 2-point conversion right there.
There it is.
AJ, you're making me do this now. Peace.
Wow.
For those not watching the YouTube live stream,
I hate you all
AJ
too.
says, I think at this rate, you're derailing Zach's podcast with the CAMcast.
As Zach, who has just turned off his camera, is coughing loudly into his mic.
Fool man can't get fooled again.
God, I want to know what it is you're doing.
I love AJ's description of a hurricane. Lots of angry air.
There it is. All the angry air.
So AJ, should I start my own podcast? Jump this bandwagon and more strippers and cocaine, fun stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll have 2 really good viewers, Andrew and AJ.
I'll hate watch every now and again to see if you actually
You'll
got
hate
strippers
watching.
and or cocaine. I'm confident you might be able to get one or the other. I highly doubt both.
I can't afford both.
No. you can't.
AJ says no, by the way, Zach.
AJ! I thought we had something going on here.
No.
What is Bender's line of everything has?
I'll start my own whatever with
My own
blackjack
casino.
and hookers. And you know what? Forget the thing.
Yeah. So Zach, start your own podcast with blackjack and hookers.
You know what? Forget the podcast.
Oh no, it's the moon attraction.
AJ, we're on the delay, but AJ had that nailed. So he already did it. Yep.
Done.
Make your own podcast with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the podcast.
This chat delay is murder.
Yes, but hey,
Oh.
Andrew Jolly says he would watch your podcast, Zach. So you've got a listener.
There
At
you
this
go.
point, Andrew, you could be on the podcast.
Wow. That's amazing.
Did we get through the first section?
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that classified for us catching up.
Is this like the perfect time to drop the bomb then?
Yes.
The bomb.
So speaking of Zach starting his own podcast,
We're shooting him out of a cannon.
Hey.
not quite. Zach is
Well,
getting
Can I
promoted.
say one thing? If this whole new idea fails, which I hope it doesn't, to be honest, it was not my idea. I can't be held liable for what's happening here.
Did anybody hold you liable for anything before? Like,
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Do you guys hold me liable? Because if so, that's on your part.
We're not. God damn it.
I
Just
think if anything,
I'll
we
just
let
mute
you
myself while
run
you-
wild and free, and
I'll
Yeah.
just mute myself and let you guys do your thing. I'm sorry.
we're just letting you run around all the acreage that is the CAMcast. All right.
So yes, speaking of Zach starting his own podcast, he's getting a promotion to producer.
I'm gonna get fired.
He's
before this
unmuted
happens.
himself. He's not even gonna let us talk.
Oh, you're not.
gonna get
Zach,
fired before
you're
this
liable,
happens.
all right. Says AJ.
Libel? Fuck.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway,
Yes.
As-
So
we're promoting Zach.
yes. And Andrew Jolly asks, more content? Is that what I hear? Yes,
Kind of.
but
Yeah. Sort of.
also no. So we are 284 episodes deep into this. Might as well call it 300 at this point.
Yours makes no difference. 1,000.
Yeah, right.
Round those numbers up.
Generous rounding.
Yep.
And you know what? Mike and I have been feeling like this for a while, but this decision was made like 2-3 hours ago. So it is still fresh. But the CAMcast as you know it is dead.
I think we need the soundboard for like the
Yes,
the
we
horns.
do. We do.
The si-
I was looking for something the other day and I opened up the drawer where the soundboard is and I got sad.
Aw.
Oh.
I actually wondered where it was because I was looking for it the other day for a project and I was like, maybe it's just lost.
No, it's still safely tucked away in the filing cabinet under the pod table.
The other thing too that to make you even sadder is I didn't save those files when I sold that laptop.
That's fine.
So that iteration of that soundboard is truly dead.
Well,
Well,
Fitting.
that just was the final
Wah, wah, wah.
nail in the coffin.
fitting that you make that announcement as we're making this announcement.
Yes.
Everything's dying right now. Everything's dead.
So next week we will have a CAMcast.
Yep.
And then it will be done. However, we love you all. This is not a dead format, but
Saxhorns.
as the layout is now, it's going away.
Yeah.
So we're going to kill the CAMcast, come out
Take
with a
Take it behind the
new
barn, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Different gross kind of
This
shit.
is why we're promoting Zach to a producer role.
We're giving him more responsibility and less mic time. I don't know exactly what that's going to do for us, but listen.
It's happening. So we've got a new format we've been working on. It is going to be a live show every week for everyone on Facebook, on YouTube, all over the place. But because there is a lot of production happening with the live stream, and we're going to be doing a lot more and inviting more guests on, and having more conversations and basically killing the news section.
Yeah, we should probably talk about what the new podcast is going to kind of look like with the current iteration.
I'm just glad you put the scissors down, Zach. I was getting.
I was fixing something. Okay.
I kind of figured you.
We're dead. The CAMcast is dead.
Yeah, so it's going to have more guests. It's going to have more of the derailment, more of the just general chat that we've all come to know and love. Less focus on the news. Still automotive based, obviously.
Yeah, I actually didn't talk about that earlier. We are still staying car related for sure, right?
Yeah, we're still staying car. I mean, as car related as we usually are in our derailments,
which is not very much.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little Sims, a little car, a little camera.
No, it's going to be a little. God
whatever.
only knows.
Yeah.
We should call it often the rhubarb.
Let us never speak of the shortcut again.
As I was saying, the the format will change, but not if anybody who's listened to the CAMcast, it'll be still somewhat familiar, but a lot less intro at the beginning of all of the things we have to go through. We'll have a pre-recorded, thing. Welcome to the CAMcast. This is what we're sponsored by. All this, and I realized Zach could give me a minute, and then. Like I said, a lot more guests, a lot more interaction with people. By having Zach doing the production side of things, he'll be able to respond to comments in real time.
I'm illiterate. I can't do that.
Oh, damn it. Our plan's been foiled by Zach's illiteracy. Shit.
No, you are illiterate. That means you can read.
Ah, there it is. All right.
I did not call you illiterate, which would mean you can't read.
I don't know. That's not what Mike said to me.
And then Zach's phone auto-corrected illiterate to illiterate. And that's how the name's stuck in the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's still in the chat. Which one is that? Is that in the Cam?
It's in the CAMcast.
It's in the CAMcast one.
Andrew, AJ, change, we gotta do something different because, I mean, we are pushing 300 where it's been largely the same since episode 4.
And I think it's a really good idea because I know I've kind of been feeling this way and I've been seeing you guys as well too. Now that we're not doing this in person as much, we're getting a little burnt out with this. It's kind of the same thing over and over, which is fun. Some days we're really high energy and we can really go through and have a good time. But when we're low energy, the format we have now kind of holds us back and keeps us in this rump, basically, or sump, not rump, sump.
There it is. When I feel we are at our best when we're kind of just riffing and going off on tangents and stuff like that, instead of, trying to tell you that the new X5M got 3 more horsepower in its mid-cycle refresh.
Yeah.
And
that gets me so
should
hot.
be hard about, some of this stuff, listen.
Stop personally attacking me, would you?
I'm sorry.
You're the reason why this failed, Trent.
We win as a team, we lose as a team, except when you lose.
That. Hey, some would say that I am the reason this failed. I'm okay with that. I have thick skin.
Well, if this happened, 100 episodes ago, they would say it was me who failed this because everyone hated me.
Yeah.
Hey,
listen.
You know what? This is what it all boils down to, okay? We already did 137th episode spectacular, 138th episode spectacular, whatever it was.
But I say, wow.
So we've already run our course. It's time to start a new podcast so that we can go through and do another 138 episodes.
We're a phoenix. We are being rebirthed again.
The CAMcast is in danger of growing stale. I'm taking it to strange new heights.
Or even better, it is the Futurama rebirth.
Yeah?
It's the same thing, but not.
It is.
Yes. So also this means there will be a change in where you get your podcasts. So we are switching platforms to something that is more user-friendly. something that doesn't cost as much money.
Mhm.
But in doing so, you're going to have to click subscribe to something else. And
So we're completely losing all podcasting, SSL,
Well, I mean-
whatever the fuck it's called.
So
it'll
we're
all
essentially
still be there. The content will still be there. It's not like just disappearing into the ether.
yeah, no, like
But
if you get on like Apple Podcasts and search CAMcast, this shit show will still pop up.
Well,
you will
what
still
about
be
our
able
new
to-
thing?
You will have to search.
you'll have to research it and resubscribe to it.
Okay, but
Yeah.
we will still be outputting to the same locations mostly.
Yes, it'll be on Apple Podcast, Spotify,
Google Play, like, rate,
Google,
review, subscribe.
whatever as he calls it, Amazon, Alexa, and all that.
No,
stuff.
just the way that was worded to me was confusing, so I want
Yeah.
to clarify for the audience.
Yeah, no, yeah, you will still be able to get it wherever fine podcasts are podcast. So
Yes.
you know,
And then you'll all be able to watch it live. However, we have not forgot about the patrons. You have been a tremendous support to us. There is a lot planned, and you know what? Frankly, Mike has been running the Patreon this whole time, and he's done a stellar job considering he has a full-time job, a girlfriend, all that stuff.
He's a busy man.
However, you're now getting the power of Trent involved.
Yeah.
And
listen,
it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more involved with the patrons. So you're getting more, even though you're not getting your episode a day early. You're still gonna have lots of good stuff.
you're getting some special time with Daddy Trent.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm already seeing things like, oh, this level gets you airtime or some shit like that.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I mean, I'm also what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simplify because right now we've got like 5 Patreon tiers, and people are really only subscribing to 3 of them. So I'm just gonna can 2 of them. We're gonna rejigger some of the stuff.
We're getting rid of the $120,000 whatever.
Oh no, that one's still up there. Like if you just want to give us like 180 grand, we'll let you run this thing for a bit.
Yeah.
We'll give you the keys.
So my 2 questions, one of them could be answered off air if need be. Is Steady Broke still following us over? Has that been discussed yet?
That will be discussed off air.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then can I get CC'd and all this stuff as well too? Do we need to create a new group chat? For
So
this?
far, the CC has been a conversation in person. So
Yeah. So
I will just forward that on to you.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
When the group chat is made, I'd like to be there.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna be there. Like
Did we not tell you about the promotion with the 200% pay raise?
Yeah, man.
What?
You're rolling in it now, baby.
I see.
Whatever it
You've
is.
got all the karma points.
There it is.
Yay, Reddit, karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the good news is, so we're gonna do an episode next week, like I said, and then we're gonna take a couple weeks off so we can make sure to get this launch right. Mike, Zach, and I will still be working behind the scenes. We're not taking time off, but there'll be a couple of weeks without a CAMcast. For that, I am sorry. However, we want to launch this new project right. And so we want to make sure that you guys have a great experience with it and you know where to subscribe ahead of time and all that. And, you know, it's not going to be just like the day before, like, here it is.
Yeah.
But tentatively relaunching the 1st of November, the 2nd of November, whatever that Monday is.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, please don't point out the math. Please don't.
Seriously.
Really?
We don't need Zach to read that.
Now that we've
Andrew,
discovered he's
I'm
literate.
getting nothing.
I'm trying to hide it.
This is I'm out.
I'm sending too many messages. I can't send any more. apparently.
Find
Exclamation point.
find a different audio engineer that's still funny and likes cars. Have fun with that. Bye. I'm out.
Find another audio engineer who's the voice of a generation.
Yeet. Will us continue this conversation a little bit later after this podcast is ended on video call? 'Cause I have some questions I'd like to ask as well too and get some more clarity.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's almost like we sprung this on you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had no idea.
It's almost as if we just threw this at you and said, "Deal with it."
Yeah.
Yeah,
You did tell me you talked to him about this, Mike.
I did a little bit.
I am fully aware of the situation. I've had not a lot of time to process and think about it, and now that I have time processing about it, I have questions and suggestions and things to possibly make this smoother that I want to talk about off air.
Yeah.
And that's actually something I wanted to bring up. Mailbag at CamAutomag is still around. So if you have things you would like to see or suggest, go ahead, drop it in there. And we'll get to that, and we'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, please.
Before we delete the email.
Yeah, please use the suggestion box for suggestions. That's what it's there for.
Trent, do you want to realize? My dream might finally come true. You might be now finally obligated to buy me lunch.
I have never reneged on that. I said I will do it.
But it never happened now. But now we have to sit down and talk about things. And now I can finally take you to Arby's.
I thought I was taking you to Arby's.
Yeah, you can finally take me to Arby's. That's a very depressing sentence. Take me to Arby's, Trent.
I hate myself.
No,
take me to Arby's.
Stop, he's already dead.
Oh, man.
But no, the exciting thing is, like I said, I'm committing more time to this. It's not just going to be a thing where I pop in on Mondays and occasionally pop stories in. So I'm working on lining up guests myself as well as Mike.
I haven't.
And
I didn't know this until about an hour ago.
So we'll have lots of good stuff coming. Don't worry. Don't be scared.
Yeah, change is good.
I was just going to ask, what was it? It was going to be on air. What the fuck was he going to ask? Shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll come to you.
Well, Andrew.
No. Back to the same thing about dedicating more time to this. Like, I know I haven't been great with the stuff I've done for Bowl Too Small, but that November 1st, November 2nd timeline should be very good for me. I will hopefully be less busy.
Good.
Be more able to support and help.
Yeah. And Andrew says he's excited for what's to come. So thank you. But like I said, we'll be able to have more interaction with this new format. And so we can, really get spicy in the chats.
Yeah.
And I can say eat more too.
Yes, you can.
I might even, I don't know, I'm still testing the waters here, but I honestly might be okay with the dabbing on camera.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think that's what we need.
That's what's going to take us over the top.
That's how you got to kick it off, man.
The very first episode, very first thing of the new thing. I will commit right now. I will dab on camera.
Hell yes.
Wow, you heard it. But yeah, we are antsy to return to an in-person podcast.
And
that is something we've talked about doing. It's still going to be sometime before that happens, because we've got, Mike has
I've got my stuff that I'm dealing with.
He's got a family situation that doesn't make it practical to do it there. I have a log jam full of stuff in my basement at this point in time, and the garage, and anywhere else that you can think of. It's just full of crap. But yeah, also that brings up next week. Like I said, we're going to do one more CAMcast, and that's where we want your participation. We want to do
McConkey's in the chat.
Yes.
Shit, what? What?
That's why I had to go off Trent.
Hey, Brandon. I feel like you're stalking me now. Jesus, I've been seeing him everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, but next week we are going to have a reminiscing podcast where we can get all the feels and all the tears.
Maybe even invite Dave for that?
Yeah, I'll talk to Dave, see if we can get him.
Because I know he's got some stories.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
We all have stories.
Yeah, we'll see if we'll see if we can get all of your favorites. Dave, Gavin, Brandon. See if we can get.
It's not likely Brandon will show up.
Well, I mean, hopefully he will learn that it's going to be going away. Hopefully he will hear that the CAMcast is ending, but not pick up on the fact that we're still doing a podcast. So he'll just come in, just be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's over," and cry again.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then like we'll let him get it out, and he'll talk about how beautiful and wonderful everything is, and then
I've seen that man cry a lot.
he has cried a ton.
He's also
and I'm the emotional one of the group.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I guess I'm reminiscing now, but that New Year's is always my favorite CAMcast.
They're always good.
Yeah.
AJ wants the man of many things.
We'll see if we can get him to swing through for a bit.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the Zoom thing. You can jump in and out and all that. And so we can get people on and hopefully fit around their schedule. But so next week, send your favorite moments of the CAMcast into us, mailbag@camautomag.com, or you can DM us at all the @camautomags that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll read those on air, have people jump in, and we'll hit you good in the feels. All right.
Yeah, there it is. We'll drop kick you right in the feels.
But then, like I said, take a couple weeks off, and we'll come out with a new format that I'm super excited about. I think Mike's excited about. Zach has a lot of questions about.
Yeah, I'm actually typing in the chat right now. Ignore anything I'm typing. This is just notes that I have in my head now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm typing now, and I didn't want you guys to be like, "What the fuck is this random gibberish in the group chat?"
Don't worry. Andrew, that happened long ago. We are now finally getting around to restructuring.
What did he say?
Well, fine, AJ, just fucking drink and then you won't have to feel.
That's even more depressing.
Well, welcome to adulthood, Zach. This is what it is.
I don't use alcohol to drown my sorrow. I use constant busyness and constant work.
There it is. There it is.
You just don't ever confront it. That's perfect. That's kind of
It can't.
It's the way.
It can't be a problem if I don't acknowledge it. If I don't see it, it's not illegal.
Yeah. So we need to bring some funny too for
yes,
AJ.
We will bring some funny.
Maybe I'll even get drunk next week. Maybe we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll roll into work Tuesday with a hangover. I don't give a shit.
We'll get drunk. We'll cry together. We'll laugh together, and it'll all be over just like that.
Yeah. Or who knows? Monday might be my last day at work. Might just not show up on Tuesday.
That's even more depressing.
What was this 14-week plan that you have, Mike?
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm at 1.4 weeks.
Subject to change.
4 weeks.
Subject to change, baby. Did you not see the asterisk?
I did not.
Oh, because there wasn't one, but whatever.
All right. But the good news is the CAMcast that you know and love is here today.
Yeah.
Well, how late are we into this bullshit?
We are officially.
4
We are 38 minutes in.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
38 minutes in. We have yet to talk any news. And we've got a lot.
We don't have that much news. So really.
This is very true.
Yeah.
So, all right. May I jump into the ones that I threw in there? Okay.
Yes.
So, remember how we talked about the Lucid Air? What?
Sorry. AJ's just fire in the chat today.
He is. Hey, man. Man, truer words were never spoken, especially if you get the stuff in the plastic jug. Give me that handle of Barton's.
For the audio listeners, AJ threw in the chat, the vodka diet, lose 2 weeks in 3 days.
There it is, baby.
Uh,
Especially if you get that rubbing alcohol. I mean, Barton's quality vodka.
Yeah, that Five Guys hand sanitizer works really fucking well, too.
Man, anything that's on the bottom shelf at the liquor store in a big plastic jug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're speaking my language there, Zach. There are some places where I go in and the hand sanitizer, it was like burning my eyes, and the smell was like
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get you
if I
good and
get pulled
sanitary.
over. Yeah, if I get pulled over on the way home, they're gonna be like, all right.
I realize most of the audience here doesn't vape, but there is a company that sells hand sanitizer in the same bottle style with a similar colored labeling as vape juice.
Oh God.
Let me guess, you know this from experience.
No. So somebody left a bottle at my shop, and I'm like, oh, cool, vape juice. No, that's hand sanitizer. And it doesn't even say like
Jesus.
it doesn't look like hand sanitizer. It's just in a vape juice bottle. I'm like, someone's gonna fucking die from this.
AJ.
Speaking of people that might die from this, AJ said in the chat, I actually watch people get drunk off hand sanitizer in boot camp.
It's sad yet noble.
Oh yes.
That's man.
Oh,
God damn. You Marines are something fucking different. You are the barbarians. All strength, no intelligence. Just trying to roll a natural yeet at every turn. Oh, God. All right, let's try and get back into this.
So, the news.
Yeah. So, remember the Lucid Air that we talked about a little bit ago?
Yes.
So they took a prototype to the old drag strip, and it ran a 9.245 quarter mile at 157.26. And they think they could go quicker.
So the thing I like about this is they have literally just fired the first shot.
Yeah.
Because we know do we have funny nicknames for Elon Musk right now?
I don't know. Elon Tusk, whatever.
Elon Tusk. Elon Tusk is going to come out and be like, oh, cool, you can do that. Tap a keyboard. Okay, we're running sevens now. Like.
Yeah.
Is that unrealistic?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, Lucid is going to try and go faster than that 924. In
Which is
just
still fucking fast.
Yeah, and just remember, when in 2017, when the Challenger Demon came out, the NHRA proclaimed it the quickest production car of all time because, under the right circumstances, it could launch from 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, and it could run a 9.65 quarter mile. So,
I named that wrong. Hold on.
it's okay, Zach.
Fixing it.
Yeah. We do have another electric company is probably going to challenge it. We will get to that story in a bit.
Let's just jump right into it.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. Tesla's gonna go plaid.
Yes. So
Let's hope they don't try and stop immediately.
What?
I said let's hope they don't try and stop immediately from plaid.
Yeah. So not to be outdone by Lucid Air, Tesla.
See, I literally just called it, didn't I?
Battery day.
Yes, you did, Zach.
Tesla announced their Plaid Model S, which is 3 motors, 1,100 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and Laguna Seca lap time of 1 minute 30 seconds, which is 3 seconds faster than a GT3 RS. It is only 3 seconds off the pace of a McLaren Senna, and they think it's within reach of doing that. And 0 to 60 in quarter mile rather, in under 9 seconds. So Lucid just did 9.24, whatever. They're saying that they're going to be in the 8s, which is absurd.
Yeah, that's insane.
Damn.
Did you guys watch the battery day thing that Tesla did? Or are we talking about the battery day thing at all in the agenda? Sorry, let me look. speaking.
I don't think so, but I do want to point this out in the Autoblog article, if I'm reading this right. And 3 Lucid motors are capable of 670 horsepower per, meaning the car could theoretically sport over 2,000 horsepower. So,
so basically, Tesla
I'm here
volleyed over to Lucid.
Lucid, oh boy, he could fucking send this thing right on back.
Yeah,
and
like,
I am here for the electric horsepower wars.
Yeah, Lucid literally just fired the first shot.
Yep.
And this is only going to end with Mad. And I don't know what that looks like, but I want to see it so badly.
This is going to be great.
But no, I did want to talk about it. I watched, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes of the Tesla talk where Elon, because I love watching Elon Musk talk because it makes me feel better about myself. Mike got it. Trent was what
I want to know why it makes you feel better about yourself.
because he can't talk or shit.
He's a generational genius, but he can't public speak.
No, but he tries so fucking hard, and it makes me feel good about myself because I can do a modicum better than he can, and it makes me feel good about myself.
Zach's just out there trying. A little bit harder than Elon.
I guess so. But no, it was funny because it was him and another dude, which most of these things still be just Elon up on stage just trying to be Elon.
But now it's Elon and some dude.
And he's clearly like the head of like battery development or something. And like, it was funny because like the dude's like doing his presentation, like trying to talk about things he want to talk about. And Elon keeps cutting him off to talk about like weird, like, yeah, we did this thing on the lab, but it was really cool. And the guy's like, yeah, we did, Elon. So back to this, like how we developed the batteries. And Elon's like, it was like, yeah, no one else to do this, but we are. Yes,
Elon.
Elon.
Does this sound familiar?
Oh, this podcast?
So like there's
every...
people trying to keep an agenda and somebody keeps jumping in and
hey, I made a grilled cheese tonight. It was pretty sweet.
Are you referring to me as Elon Musk now? Because I'll take that.
Yeah.
I mean,
this delay just kills us because AJ had that perfectly lined up. No wonder Zach likes Elon so much from when you kept talking about him cutting people off. So AJ, you're getting an award tonight. I don't
AJ, you have just won the podcast. Like we have won.
If we declare a winner of the CAMcast, it would be AJ. Elon is the derailer of his own podcast.
You know shit's great when Mike is writing it on a piece of paper.
Wait, is it an award? Yes! AJ, you win the CAMcast! Andrew Jolly, Zachlon Lusk.
That's my name in the new group chat.
Zachlon Lusk. Terrible. Oh God! All right.
He will lusk after your electric vehicle.
What was it? Zachlon Musk.
Zachlon Lusk. Sweet Jesus. All right. Well, the electric horsepower wars are a thing that's happening. Get prepared for it.
I kind of wish we had like some like who is that? Who was that start company that had? Why can't we just have like old fun camps with like Elio coin and bullshit like that?
Elio and Faraday Future.
Yeah.
Man.
We'll get nostalgic next week.
Okay. I'll make you a list of nostalgic things.
There it is.
This week we've got hard-hitting news.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you send in your nostalgic thing and it's just that one time you guys got drunk, you need to be far more specific.
That happened a lot of times.
That happened an awful lot.
I remember my first time I got drunk on the podcast. That was great.
Yeah. And you can't even say that one time you got drunk in Vegas because, again,
I got drunk every night in Vegas. Here's a bottle of what did I drink?
Moscato?
Yeah, here's a bottle of Moscato.
A warm bottle of Moscato. God.
Great. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Great memories. I only remember some of them, though.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
AJ says he'll make sure to include time marks and context.
Good.
Andrew, I want you to do the same thing, Andrew. You've watched most of the backlog.
Yeah. For whatever reason. Anyway, moving.
Hold on. Where freaking AJ, he just needs to jump in on this. He said, like when he hunted down, I'd like to change my answer and where it started. He went down through all the episodes to find where
What?
that started.
That's dedication.
Yes.
Man. That's something. That's far more dedication to this podcast, and I pay for it.
I pay for it.
Yep.
AJ wins. Hold on. I can do
There
the
it
same
is.
thing too. Hold on.
Yeah. Pizza Dad still does owe AJ a dinner.
For what?
He asked somebody to send it in, and so AJ did. So, ipso facto. There it
AJ,
is.
I owe you food because he's never
He's never gonna.
follow through. Yeah, we don't even know where he is.
Last I heard,
That's backwards. God damn it.
AJ win. There it is.
Does that fix it?
Yeah,
You're good.
Yeah, it's
You're good.
Fine. God,
Stop flipping it. It was fine.
stop it. Andrew's been listening at work, and that's how he's listened to almost all of them.
Well, you got a couple of weeks off where you can finish it
Is
all.
that right? Yeah, I wrote backwards. Fucking genius.
God.
Why?
I wrote it backwards so my camera could see. I'm fucking stupid. I love it.
What? I don't.
AJ, you deserve more than what Zach is doing, and then
I put a
also
lot of work into that.
you also deserve more than a 7-Eleven dirty water hot dog. Oh, I can't even say it.
Hey, I got great news for you, AJ. They don't use the dirty water at the 7-Eleven for the hot dogs. They got them on a roller.
Yay. Okay, what else do we have in the agenda? Hold on, let me see if I can try to jump on one of these.
Apparently, we're gonna die. Mike, take it from
Yep.
here.
Yeah, so you know how Mustangs are out to kill us and all sorts of things, including maybe a little Miata almost at the drift event. That was a fun thing that I almost saw happen. Some dude was driving like a new 5.0 Mustang, and he spun out, and a little Miata, a little NB, went
Aw.
right around him, and then out went the Mustang, almost hitting the NB. And then the hunt was on. Anyway, if you have a 2020 Mustang with the 10-speed automatic, you should go to the dealership right now because your Deathmobile has become even more dangerous because the bracket on the brake pedal might break when you try to slam on the brakes.
Hey, AJ says, don't blame the tool, blame the driver.
What if the driver is a tool?
Fuck you. I was going to say that. I had faith, but I couldn't say it fast enough.
Ah. I mean, I'm going to blame the tool in this one because, listen, the tool is actively fighting against itself to actively fighting against its own safety features here. 38,000 Mustangs are being recalled, those built between March 4, 2019 and August 13th. And just the bracket where the pedal actually pivots can snap if the driver slams on the brakes. So there you go. You will not be able to stop yourself without the assist of a crowd at Cars and Coffee. So please go see your Ford dealership. Anyway.
I first of all have a personal beef with Zach I need to discuss before we get on to the next story.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Great. Oh, am I calling the... Oh, wait, what's going on?
You created a group for the new podcast, and you did all the things and made Mike an admin and you an admin, but not me.
No, I made you an admin. I swear to God, I made you an admin.
Zach Lors added Trent Bray as a group admin.
Yeah.
Oh well, it doesn't tell me that, so never mind. No need to.
Well, why would I make you an admin?
Yeah,
like how you're trying to cover the name. Yeah, see,
it's a working title, so I mean,
Yeah, so it could change.
It could change.
But yeah, no, you're an admin, Trent. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get butthurt. I made sure everyone was an admin.
You still have powers, political powers.
Big powers. Mr. Plow powers.
Hey,
Plow
Mr.
King.
Plow, that's the name. That name again. It's Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
I'm
Are you
speaking of
fully licensed and
conspiracies.
bonded by the city, Mr. Plow?
Are you little?
Speaking of conspiracies, AJ, I think we're going to be diving into those a lot on this new podcast. Automotive based, of course, but you know.
Wait, can I get my mayonnaise and Miracle Whip conspiracy theory off the ground real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
While we're still on the CAMcast, then yes.
Okay. Yeah, mayonnaise doesn't go bad. It just turns into Miracle Whip. That tangy zip? Patience.
Patience. God.
Anyway.
There it is.
Speaking of
Jesus.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, I do believe there's a conspiracy theory going on at BMW.
Okay.
So the new M3, M4 was released. You know, it's got
with them buck
horsepower
teeth
and manuals and such. But I think that Chris Bangle infiltrated the ranks at BMW after he left and instilled his own replacement and then personally bribed them to make their cars so hideous that everybody forgets about the Bangle butt era. You know, this is the new worst design of BMW.
Do we have a name for the guy who designed it yet?
It looks like it should be gnawing through a fucking aspen.
And you know what? There was a somebody photoshopped on Instagram or Twitter. I think I saw it where they put a normal size grill on it and a normal bumper, and it looks gorgeous. Like it's, if you haven't seen it, I know Chris Harris posted it on Twitter. It looks
Oh, I
so
can't
much
pronounce
better.
that name. It's the Huidok era.
All right.
Yeah, I'd rather not attempt that. But
It's in the chat now.
yeah, that is my conspiracy theory that is what is really going on.
The Huidok.
Man.
I am putting it in the YouTube chat so people can see.
I already did it.
I am talking about.
I
No.
see. Yep. Ignore me.
Not the name.
Yeah, ignore me.
But tell me that doesn't look just so much better. Oh, AJ says someone still needs to Photoshop the grill of a new BMW over the pod racing scene in Star Wars 1.
Oh.
I support this.
Yep, 100%.
Man, remember we were just laughing at Big Mate, and now BMW does this?
Oh, man. Yeah, let's take it back. Let's do that.
Simpler times, man. Simpler times.
Yeah. But yeah, the new M3, M4, you know, it's the same motor that was introduced in the X3M and X4M. 473 horsepower. Competition makes 503 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.1 or 3.8, depending on the motor you choose. It will come with a 6-speed manual on the base models. The competition models are automatic only, just because they can handle the power. But hey, at least we still get a manual option. And the competition model will have an all-wheel drive option next year. So you'll get all-wheel drive automatic competition, potentially, or you can get a rear-wheel drive manual base model. So it's not completely out of the realm that you can get a manual, but you know, if you want the fast stuff, you gotta go with the auto.
The interior on the M4 that they used for this, it just screams like mid-90s youth swimwear.
And I like it. because I just don't like boring interiors. That is
No,
far
it's-
from boring.
It's fucking great. I mean, like if you're looking for something that you're sure.
Oh, the blue interior?
Yeah.
The blue and blue and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death by snoo snoo.
AJ. Yes, like an Amazonian woman, you're gonna die, but it's gonna be by snoo snoo, so it's okay.
The mind is willing. The body is
Weak and
bruised and
feeble.
soft.
Death by snoo snoo. Oh man, if you don't get that, look it up.
Yeah, we can't be friends.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of death by snooze, fuck, I had a segue, but we
You had
blew
it.
past
You had it, and it
I
just
had
went
one.
away.
I would die at the hands of one of these.
One of what?
The new AMG GT gets more power, not the new
Oh.
one, but the
Oh,
2021.
yes.
I'm trying. Let me try.
Yeah,
you
let
tried.
him swing. Just
Oh, swing and miss. Go for it. Yes. So Mercedes AMG came out with a new base model AMG GT. So there's the GT, GTS, GTC, GTR, GTR Pro, and GT Black Series, if I'm not forgetting. And then there's Roadster versions of all those, by the way. But yes, for the base model GT, which currently has 469 horsepower,
nice.
they decided to give it a little bump. It is now 523 horsepower. So this was not the 3 horsepower gain that you threw out at me that was a dig earlier. So yeah. Anyway,
this is some proper hard dick horsepower bumps, man.
yes. The 2021 model also adds an adaptive suspension, a driving mode called Race, an electronic limited slip diff, a high performance composite braking system. So you're not getting the carbon ceramics, but you're getting an upgraded braking system. I wonder if it's more akin to like Porsche's new white braking system, whatever it's called, but they come with white calipers. And then a lithium ion starter battery. These are all standard equipment. So that's pretty awesome. And then obviously, like any other manufacturer right now, they came out with a black version, the night edition, where it's all blacked out.
Yeah, this looks really good for the black version.
Yeah, it's okay. I like some color. So
Yeah.
The coupe non-convertible version looks really good.
My Alexa just went off and said, "I'm not sure how I can help with that." So
Well,
apparently, I said something to trigger it. With
Okay, Alexa. Okay, Alexa.
headphones.
It's
But you're trying. He's out there, man. He's out there just swinging away. I love it.
Yeah, as AJ says, AMG is turning into 50 Shades of 9/11.
Yeah. Hey, man. If it works.
Do you just want to replace me on the CAMcast? Like, I'll let you do it.
AJ, how do you feel about 200 times 0?
There it is.
So that's kind of Zach's current rate.
It's hard to find, like, hard to fill my shoes. Like, I'm desirable.
You are in demand, I think.
Yes, you are.
The long silence said a lot, actually.
Anyway, the updated GT is going to cost you at least 116 grand.
Yeah, which is what the current one costs. So obviously throwing more content at it, it's probably going to go up.
Yep.
Hey, we've got a deal, AJ. Handshake right there. He won't do it for less than 500 times 0.
Hot damn.
I will. I'll do it for 150 times 0. I'll jump my price down.
The race to the bottom.
And AJ says, he's not in demand. He's demanding.
Oh, fuck you, AJ.
From way downtown.
Speaking of things that aren't in demand, or are in demand, they are in demand. Things that are in demand. Should I just stop talking?
What's in demand, Zach?
gas-powered cars.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have quite the demand here come 2035.
What's happening in 2035, Trent?
Governor Gavin Newsom, I'm going to get a little bit political on this, but he just basically overstepped his bounds and signed an order that basically said, we're not going to vote on this. 2035, no more cars in California unless they're electric.
No, so that's where you're wrong. No more cars sold. New cars sold can be gas-powered.
Yeah.
Well, because you see all the headlines are like, California will only have electric cars. No, you can still have a gas-powered car. You just can't buy a new one, as according to the...
Yes, no new cars in 2035 unless they are electric. It is, I'm using quotes here, the most impactful step our state can take to fight climate change. Okay, here's a little problem. Rolling brownouts. Common across California. Do you know why?
Yep.
Because they're getting rid of their reliable power sources.
Yeah. And there's a great thing, I'm going to get kind of technical here because that's what I do, called the duck curve. Do you know what the duck curve is?
No, but I like ducks.
So the duck curve refers to gas or on-demand power generation.
Okay.
Versus renewable energy. So solar, wind, that kind of stuff. On-demand is things like geothermal, nuclear, gas, and coal-fired power plants, because those things can be kind of turned on and off. No, sorry, I'm backwards. On-demand is wind, solar, and those kind of things, because they can be turned on and off whenever, because they're always making power, they can always turn off. But things like nuclear power plants, steam power generation, things like that, they need ramp-up time. They just can't be turned off and on, unlike a windmill. You just switch, I want this power on, turn back off. So what happens is when you get all this new solar stuff and all these things trying to pull power during the daytime, you start to unrely from times like start relying from these demandful power sources. Am I boring people? Am I getting way too technical here?
I'm writing something. Keep talking.
Should I be concerned that he's writing?
No.
Nope.
So the issue is that now that there's even more power being pulled during this time, there isn't enough renewable energy right now to fill those things. And so this duck curve is just going to keep getting worse. There's a great Fox video on it. I can't wait for you what Trent has to say.
Aw.
You're getting all scientific on us.
Yeah.
So today, you have earned your keep.
Well, let me just give a better synopsis of that, because I have better in my head. Basically, more electrical power draw during the day is a bad thing, and especially if they're getting rid of demandful, or what I was saying, things that take time to ramp up. Yeah, or opposite of on demand. So things like coal, gas, and nuclear, because those things, you need those to fill the gaps and take up majority of the load. But if you're getting rid of those things, you're not making power during night because there's no sun and you're not using solar, and you normally lose wind during this time because you don't have any sun to heat up the air to blow wind, and so you're losing that. So then all you really have left that's clean renewable energy is geothermal, but California has no viable geothermal power right now. So then the other option is battery backup, which Tesla is working on. But the issue is, if you can't make enough power right now to fill it, how are you going to fill batteries?
Yeah, I mean, this is...
I blew that giant. I'm sorry. That would. You wanted this much, and I gave you this much.
Well, AJ's got something for you in the chat.
Oh God, should I read it?
Yeah. I will say, this is much like all these countries saying, "Oh, we're banning the sale." I mean, it's whoever's in charge right now is saying that. I mean, before this comes to fruition, if somebody else replaces Governor Newsom and whoever else in the state house, this could just go out with that day's trash. So, I mean,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's headline grabbing. It's, it is saying the right things, like saying, "Hey, we're going to end human trafficking because that is bad." And, but when it's just like, well, what do you mean? How are you doing that? It's just like, then they start saying a bunch of stuff that doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense. Like, well, you just can't buy a new gas powered vehicle after that. That solves the problem. Like, no.
It
doesn't, because
Nevada plated vehicles in California.
Yeah, and also it's the in-state sales. So what is preventing me from going up to Oregon or going to Nevada?
Nothing.
Yeah. It is him saying something that is going to earn him kudos from his echo chamber, much like anybody who says any of these dumbass things. And yeah, like it's a fundamentally meaningless thing. So, like,
so let me get back to AJ. I want to answer or clarify what he's saying. So peak partitions are good because they power on during the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. area, and they power off until the 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. area where there's peak load. But the duck curve does not refer to like the duck, like a wave. It actually refers to the graph of power when you overlay solar usage and non-renewable power sources that require some kind of generation. It looks like a duck curve. It literally goes like this. Whoop, whoop. Because this is the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. period, this is midday, and this is afternoon. And as you know, end of the day, you get your peak time, which when everyone's watching their Netflix, you know, all that shit. So you get your peak power usage. I'll find a photo because I think I'm better at photog.
Yeah, and AJ, if we legalized a lot of things that are currently illegal, we'd solve a lot of problems with a lot of things right now. But again, we're not going to do that because America is a country of prudes.
So here's a good example of the duck curve.
Oh, is this a thing that's going to randomly rotate every time Zach tries to show it to us?
Looks like a duck.
Aw, kind of.
So you can see early in the mornings here, at night during peak power times here, and you can see the overlays of solar and all those things there.
I see more.
All I know is right now I'm running the air conditioner and the heater at the same time.
You're living the dream. Also, I love this guy. This guy put a fucking duck on it.
Yeah, there it is.
Quack. Also, that's a Wikipedia photo. What the fuck?
That's amazing.
Yeah, there it is. For the duck curve, Wikipedia. On fucking Wikipedia. Come on.
Great. I
Right.
love it.
Well, should we get into some less political things? In fact, the only thing left on the agenda.
There's one more thing on the agenda, but it's something that nobody gives a shit about except for me and one other person who listens.
What?
Hey, are we? Is the new thing going to lose the racing?
News?
The news, yeah.
Last thing in the news.
Are we going to lose the racing segment for the new podcast?
Depending on who's
let's just talk after. Stop asking all the questions now that we don't have the answers to. All right.
You're ruining Christmas. Stop spoiling the surprise. Mom and Dad have no idea what to get you.
You dropped the Christmas ham. It's ruined. You've ruined Christmas.
Anyway,
send his widow a corsage.
I burnt the Christmas tree down and I buried it in the snow. Okay, leave me alone.
Little Homer sausage. Man, this new podcast is gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be like 99% Simpsons, 1% automotive.
Yep.
I need to get more. I need to watch more. Is that my homework?
Yes. There you go.
No, your homework will be figuring out the platform that we're doing this on. All right.
Trent, stop ruining Christmas. We'll discuss this later.
And also Simpsons memes. Make some Simpsons memes.
Some Simpsons new content in this movie. Okay.
There it is.
Speaking about new things.
Yes. Thank you, Zach. Hey, you got it. That was a segue that was actually like functional. So Mclaren.
Wow, a functional segue. That's the bar. Don't trip and
don't
hurt
think
yourself,
he's met
bud.
it before. All right.
I've done it before. I have. Okay, Andrew, AJ, your homework for the last episode.
No, don't send them down that rabbit hole for your personal gain.
I will buy you both lunch. AJ, I'll fly to you and buy you lunch.
Whoa, okay. Take him up on that.
Never mind. Yeah, figure it out.
Because I want to see AJ. I want to come see what
AJ, your assignment now is to figure out if Zach has ever had a functional
No, how
segue
many? No.
before.
You gotta say how many because there's been
No,
more
no,
than
no,
one.
no. That wasn't the deal. AJ, why are we not funding this? Why are we not having
What's he
him
saying?
on here right now?
Why am I
And
getting
that's a
one?
lower bar than Tesla.
well, you're getting lunch and a visit from Zach if you can find out. I don't know if he's had another usable Segway.
Yeah, he's gonna fly out to you and buy you lunch if you can figure out an episode where
No,
he's a functional Segway other than just
fine.
now.
I will change it. I will DoorDash you.
I think.
No, that's not any fun.
No,
Yeah, it is because I get a DoorDash 1,200 miles away.
No, you need to go out
Fine.
there and see
Fine,
him
AJ.
and give
AJ,
him a
I will
hug.
fly out you. I will give you a hug. I'll give you an awkward bear hug where it's like slightly too long of a hug.
He says on the hunt for usable Segways. Got it.
God. All right.
Andrew, the same thing applies to you, but I won't be putting in as much effort
Jesus
because you live.
All right. So the final news story.
is this his last news story ever?
Maybe we'll see what happens next week. But yeah, I mean, there's a racing news item too. But
Yeah.
McLaren has over-delivered. The 765 LT was initially announced as 0 to 200 kilometers per hour in, I believe, 7.2 seconds. And it is now 0.2 seconds quicker, a nice flat 7 seconds from 0 to 200 kilometers per hour. So 124 miles per hour.
Pretty damn quick.
Yeah, for something that doesn't have the instant torque of an electric vehicle, that is really impressive.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds, quarter mile time in 9.9 seconds, on its way to a top speed of 205 miles per hour, and you can refuel it anywhere.
Hot damn.
Yes. But unfortunately, all 765 LTs have been spoken for, so if you want one, you're going to have to try the secondhand market.
Yep. Let's see. They're showing off some MSO customized examples. 2 themes specifically. One is called Strata. It is inspired by a city skyline in a 3-color design requiring 390 hours of hand painting and finishing. The second one is called Geohex and features a tarmac black and Tokyo cyan paint inspired by a 3D honeycomb. And I am looking at the Strata, and I kind of hate that I'm about to say this. It is giving me Cayman GT4 Club Sport vibes. Like it looks like a Cayman GT4 Club Sport that I have seen racing.
The black one, right? Yeah, like
What?
That
No,
front-
the colored one.
Oh,
The one with the like it looks like one that it looks like a Cayman I have seen racing. It makes it look tiny, like a Cayman. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, wait, what?
I'm going to say something.
Okay, what do you got?
Here it comes.
we're waiting. You're gonna say it now? right now?
The all carbon one. Honestly, I am not a big fan of all carbon cars in general. Just because, oh man.
No. I've got finish your point. Finish your point. I have something that is McLaren related, but not this. So finish your point.
AJ. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Hell, I walked right into that one.
No, I said that. Wait, no, did you say that? Who said that?
I did.
Oh, you said okay. You said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to repeat that back there, Mike?
The African American one, which sounds even worse. Why did I just fucking say that? God damn it, AJ. I'm going to fly to you and punch you in the dick.
We can go together.
Okay.
I'm going to hug him. I'll finish my hug. There's going to be a punch right in the face.
Bam! Right in the dick.
Right in the dick.
No, the one that's supposedly inspired by a city skyline, but really is kind of more just
The
like an
colorful one?
evolved. Yeah, it evolved of the Terra graphics from our late 90s, early 2000s heydays. Let's be honest. That's what
so. Well, I was trying to say I don't really like the all carbon cars in general, but it just works on this. It looks so amazing and sinister.
Can I
And
disagree? I think it looks boring as fuck on this car.
you are entitled to your wrong opinion.
My wrong opinion, asshole. Oh, Trent, fuck you.
Damn.
It looks like every other black carbon or African American colored car.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
This is why we have to stop the CAMcast because we're about to like.
This is taking a
Yeah.
hard right turn. And I don't like this.
This is not politically correct in
Jesus.
our
This is
day
turning
and
into
age.
It's turning into a fucking Barstool podcast, and I will not be a part of that Portnoy bullshit.
I don't want to be part of that either.
No. Anyway, in something McLaren related, but not this McLaren, as I was coming home from our little meeting, Trent, guess what I
Yes.
saw turn into Hillcrest?
A car.
A purple McLaren.
Oh, the 720S. I know that guy. The back plate said what is it?
I didn't quite see the back plate because I was worried about, like assholing traffic ahead of me. But
Was it 720S?
yeah, purple.
So I know that guy.
Yeah.
Super nice. He's the head of R&D for NVIDIA.
Cool.
And what does the plate say? It's like NVIDIA has like their like game enhancing software that you turn on for games.
Yeah.
And it's that name turned on. I can't remember what it says. Let me see if I can find it. It's so funny because like he's the head of R&D. AJ is AJ into computers? I can't remember.
I mean, he had parts of his computer held together by duct tape.
So I have video of it right here.
Yeah.
And the backplate says RTX on.
Hot damn.
He lives in California, has a house here, and spends a lot of time here.
Interesting. But yeah, just saw it turning into the back entrance of Hillcrest, and I'm just like, okay, where are you going?
I assume selling drugs.
Actually, I know what he was doing. Do you know what was in Midvale at about 3 or 4 o'clock today?
What?
The Gold Rush. The
Oh,
Gold Rush Rally.
okay.
Because
They
What's
were
his-
here a few days ago.
was it a few days ago? 'Cause I thought they were here today.
No, they've already come and gone.
Okay. Well, but what's his bucket from VinWiki was in Midvale.
What?
Yeah, literally.
Damn it.
Literally was in Midvale. I will show you more fucking photos because
God
I
damn
have
it.
photos of everything. Because apparently that's what I do.
That's-
While he's doing that,
It's literally right here. So
I'm going to tell you that I somewhat agree with
the next photo.
AJ. He said the only good all carbon looking car is the Koenigsegg CCXR. And I will agree that the CCXR Trevita, the silver carbon one, was just gorgeous. That is an all carbon car I can get behind.
Well, all right.
Can we do our last racing news ever?
Yes, our last racing news ever.
Can I like hoot and holler when we're done with it?
Can you do what?
Can I like hoot and holler when we're done with it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm sorry. I know you like your racing news.
I like it. Nobody else seems to give a shit.
I've never been able to get into it. I've never had anything useful to say, and I feel bad
It's
about that.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about the one thing that if I put it in the subtitle of the podcast, somebody will accidentally give us a listen. Because if I try to talk about sports car racing, nobody's going to give a shit, or it's going to be like angry nerds
Nerd.
yelling about how I got something wrong. So, anyway, F1 went to Russia, specifically Sochi, the summer resort town that inexplicably hosted a Winter Olympics one time. They were racing around the Sochi Autodrome, which is a boring, flat Herman Tilke design. Not much really happened. Let's see. Lap 1, turn 1, Carlos Sainz went wide at turn 1, so we had to try to navigate through the bollards on the outside of the track and clipped the wall and fucked his day up. So he was out. Lance Stroll gave it a little bit too much goose going through turn 4, spun. His day was over. It was fairly kind of uneventful right up until it was announced that Lewis Hamilton was getting a 10-second stop-and-go penalty for starting infractions. He did a couple of practice starts on the I think in the warm-up session or the formation lap, and he did 2 of them after Mercedes said he was okay to do them. But race directors decided that no, it was not, so they gave him a 5-second penalty for each one. Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
Yep, it was a big deal, and he was given some points on his super license, which at the time had him 2 points away from a race ban. But then the FIA reversed course, so they took the points away. So he's not as close to a race ban as other drivers have been. But, if he fucks up again, he's going to get real close.
They never would ban him.
No. Romain Grosjean, sure. Lewis Hamilton, no. Sebastian Vettel, even, no. Like, these people are... Like, if you've won a world championship in the last, 10 years, you're fine. You've got carte blanche to do whatever.
Right.
You can do fucking whatever it is you want. Let's see.
Is that it?
I just want to tell you who did what. Valtteri Bottas took the win because he was 22, almost 23 seconds ahead of Lewis when all was said and done. Max Verstappen took second, and then Lewis came in third. So the top 3, it doesn't change, just the order in which their names are announced change. So there you go. I have no idea where they're going to run next, but yeah, that's it. That is the last bit of racing news. We go out with a whimper.
I'm kind of sad, actually.
Well, apparently AJ is too. He says it's the only way he actually keeps up with racing news.
It's true. Mike is literally my sole news source for racing news.
I mean, I can probably do a little something where I try to keep you up on stuff. A little something outside of the main podcast.
All I gotta say is you just hit us up, mailbag@camautomag.com. Tell us what you like, dislike, all the above. You can tell me that you hate me. Like I said earlier, thick skin. I don't care.
Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah.
I love you.
I know how you really feel, Zach. And you know what? I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything bounces off me, sticks to you.
Fine then. I was trying to go for some heartfelt moment right there because you thought I was going to say I hate you, but no, Trent.
He was being complimentary, and then you just had to do it.
Yeah,
you
mean a lot to me,
Zach. I'm trying to bring out. Hey, Zach, we have a shtick. All right, we hate each other.
Fuck you, Trent.
Exactly. Thank you. Now I feel the love. Now I feel it. Okay.
There it is.
We have our shtick. We hate each other on the podcast. In real life, we're bros. We're homies.
You're the only billionaire that I actually know.
And
or the guy at the 720S.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably a bit closer.
Yeah.
Well, but not in name. Your name is literally Trent the Shadowy Billionaire. Trent from Sandy.
The question is, do all our names retire? And we come up with new
Lord
ones?
of the Boards, Colonel Eddie Dean. Is Colonel Eddie Dean going to die? Mike, please tell me you still have the business card.
I do.
I need to frame that.
It's something to talk about. But anyway.
Well,
yeah.
Is this it?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we have next week. We've
got next week, but that's really just like a victory lap.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, next week's really just kind of a victory lap, I'm a
little sad. This was like our last real CAMcast, and I wasn't even prepared for it. I'm wearing dirty shop clothes. I would have dressed up for this.
Well, you're at least wearing a Cam hat. I'm not wearing Cam anything.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to live on in spirit.
There it is.
Also, I didn't realize the Cam store died today, or I would have.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention that. It'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Because I was actually going to buy another hat.
It will change in that we'll have better fulfillment. We'll probably have less product to choose from, and it will be more limited. It won't be available all the time because the better fulfillment aspect means we actually physically have the product on hand and not, going through a fulfillment service that is somewhere in Latvia that may or may not be delivering your products. The people there still waiting, and of course you'll get money back and probably product eventually. So
yeah,
there's that.
So don't worry, it's not going to be coming from the Warsaw Pact nation. You'll be fine.
Yes.
They come from Draper Cuts or Trent lives.
No, he lives in Harriman.
Zach.
He lives in Harriman. Actually, he lives in Bluffdale now.
Damn.
Let's just say I straddled that line between Utah and Salt Lake County.
There it is.
That's some bougie shit right there.
On the top of South Mountain, so he can literally look down upon us.
You see those people paragliding off on the top of the mountain?
They take us from your backyard.
That's me. Yeah,
That's you.
Trent's chasing him out of his backyard with a rake.
What's
Get
that
outta
dude?
here.
Who's the guy who used to own Totally Awesome Laptops or whatever was his name?
Dale Shaughnessy.
Dale
Shaughnessy. You're Dale Shaughnessy Jr. or some shit.
Oh, Jesus.
And I know what I have just said too. I'm letting that stick.
All right. Yeah, I will.
What are you looking up?
None of your business.
I'm even more scared now. Actually, so hold on. We've talked about Del Shaughnessy. I gotta say this weird random piece.
Okay.
My old boss, has a framed photo of him shaking hands with George Bush. That is nowhere on the internet. Like it's like a family photo or some shit.
Yeah,
and it hangs above the toilet in their bathroom.
Wow, that's great.
It's amazing.
My dad has a weird, awkward, super boomer selfie with him and Mike Bloomberg.
What?
It's the fucking greatest. It's just like the camera's super low. They both they're kind of like looking down at it, like they don't know what's going on.
That's amazing.
Just two boomers taking a selfie.
Nice.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a real billionaire there.
Yep.
You're selling yourself short, bud. I don't know how I feel about it. Just silence.
You know what?
Pure silence.
We're reading chat with AJ. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was that Bush anecdote like an hour ago when we were talking about George Bush?
Yes.
All right, folks. Well, for the penultimate CAMcast, episode 284, which you can still get wherever you get your podcasts, at CamAutoMag, patreon.com/CamAutoMag, all that fun stuff. I have been Mike.
I have been Zach. Past tense is weird.
I have been and continue to be Trent.
There it is. All right, folks. We'll do this again next week. Bye.
Yeah, bye. This is weird. Awkward.
Mailbag at CamAutoMag.com.
There it is.
Mailbag at CamAutoMag.
.netscape.
Not Netscape.